𝗙𝗢𝗃 Tap Room is the place to play indoor golf in Worcester. Featuring 5 bays with brand new 𝗙𝗏𝗃 laser simulators and over 16,000 courses to choose from, including local courses, you're guaranteed to tee off comfortably on your favorite course any time of the year. 𝗙𝗢𝗃 Tap Room also hosts indoor golf leagues year-round so you can grow as a player and have fun rain or shine. Great food, great drinks, and reasonable rates. Navigate to 𝗙𝗢𝗃taproom.com to book a bay today. Say hi to Todd, Doreen, and the rest of the staff. They'll be sure to take good care of you.
Great teams don't happen by chance. They're built on trust, teamwork, and people who show up when it matters. At Massive Staffing Solutions, we connect people with opportunity and businesses with reliable talent. And we're proud to support the local communities and organizations that bring people together. Massive Staffing Solutions. People first, community always.
No job is too big or too small for Worcester's best signage and display crew. Ardor Creative are experts in signage, banners, large format printing, vinyl lettering, and more. With work featured all over New England, they will understand your needs better than any competitor, guaranteed. If you're looking for a local business that truly cares about quality, Ardor Creative is here for you. Check out their Facebook page or visit them online at ardor-creative.com. Giving the command over to the guys. They're all chit-chatty. They're having a wonderful night. And you know what? That's the greatest thing here about the WPL is, you know what? These guys, as competitive as they are, as much as they want to win, they're still good buds, still good pals. Just not before, well, excuse me, not during the games. They want to rip each other's throats out, going for all these points, going for the big money, the big moolah. And Krueger will be starting this game. Just dispatched Tom. Season 2, Season 3, back-to-back champion. And he's already getting things going white hot. That first dart in that triple 20 segment. Unbelievable darts, unbelievable caliber, excuse me, from Fred Krueger. And we apologize for the length of the stream tonight. It's gone a little late. Thank you for everyone who's still here with us, watching along, rooting for these guys. Probably have seen a couple of these guys at local tournaments. I know that both Fred and Joe were up at Port City. I'm not sure if Fred was at the 𝗙𝗲𝗧𝗘 Winter Classic out in Leominster. I know that Joe was. A lot of the guys here tonight were. Rest in peace, Laz. But you know, these guys are familiar foes. These guys do play each other quite a bit. First time at the WPL studio, but first time for everything. The darts are still going to be just as good. Joe already at a pretty modest deficit here as Fred continues to just hammer away on these trip 20s. Remember, Fred earned his CDC Tour card up at the Port City Open, Portland, Maine. So he is eligible to play on their main tour. Some of the best players in North America. I believe Tom Curtin has or is looking to do the same thing. I know that Joe and Ron last season were on the CDC Tour, went to a couple of events. That is the, the quote-unquote big leagues. So happy to have these guys so close in the vicinity around here to be playing in the Worcester Premier League. Really elevating the rest of the game and displaying their skills to everybody. Krueger just hammering the points. Already down to 104. Unbelievable firepower prowess here from Freddie as Joe is just not able to lock in these darts. Left, right, abound. Not able to keep everything in line. Looking at 104 now. Finds the trip 20, so 44 remaining here. Finds the big 4, up to double 20 now for Fred. And he just goes a little low, but there is tons of time here for Fred. No reason to rush, no reason to panic. A little bit of a smile there for Joe as these darts just not going the way that they want to. Finds a big pickup there, but it might be a little too late. All in vain here if Fred can bury this double 10. And he does find it, so impressive opening leg there from Fred. Joe Ricard looking to bounce back here. That's a really, really wonky third dart going super haywire. The weird thing about Fred's throw, it's very rhythmic toss. He does this Back and forth motion, looking to fill up the bed here with a 180. I don't know if that, yep, that's a 180. 140, excuse me, 140. It's late in the night, but, you know, there's still some gerbils in my brain that are running on their little hamster wheels, gerbil wheels, computing, crunching numbers, working overtime. Don't give those little guys coffee. Don't want to see something that small move that fast. Fred Krueger, again, a very rhythmic throw here. Very uncommon, but you know, it works for him. He's just able to push that dart so effortlessly and find his mark every time. I mean, the 2 treble pickup, dropping the score down, shake of the head. I mean, Joe is not one to show emotion very often. Mark Rudge says Steve also has his CDC Tour card. Thank you, Rudge, for correcting me. Congratulations, Steve. He also plays up there in the big leagues with the big boys. But Joe very rarely shows emotion, very rarely even shakes his head in games, matches. For us to be seeing it this early into the match, he must be aware. Yeah, what can you do? Aware of the impending doom that Fred is bringing to this dartboard right now. He is making a crater out of that triple 20 segment. Nice pickup there, dropping his score down to 219 for Joe. 124 remains here for Fred, already within range. Wants a triple 18 for a bullseye attempt. Probably just going to stay there for a 92. Finds it, leaves himself 32. So 219 here for Joe Ricard, who is not playing bad in any respect. But Freddie is just a cut above right now, a cut above the rest. USDA choice, USDA prime. Is this going to be a prime opportunity at double 16? Going upstairs to double 8. Believe that was in. Wanted to follow that to the board, it seemed like. And a small adjustment needed here for Fred Krueger as he tries to bury this double 8, and it's outside. He wires it. But a low percentage shot now for Joe Ricard. Joe is saying, I can't believe I have a chance at this. Unbelievable. The chance will not go. But a nice 140 here, or even a 100 will do quite lovely. Simply lovely for Joe Ricard. Double 8 now for Fred Krueger. He's able to pick that up. Top corner there. 2-0 lead here in this opening set for Freddie. It's not slowing down. Average has got to be hovering around the 80 mark, would be my estimate. Lolo says Joe has his card too. I did say Joe, Lolo. Steve was the only one I missed, unfortunately. 96 found there from Freddie. Lolo, hope you're well. So happy that you're joining us tonight, watching along. Thank you for being here. Can already hear the, can hear the thumping of that dartboard on the other side of the studio wall here as these guys are just hammering away on the points. Freddie, look at this. I mean, it's unbelievable to throw. Some people would call his throw weird. Some people would call it just a little different. But you know what? If it works, what can you say? Eyes wide open for Joe as he, 2 visits in, 3 visits in, already well behind. Needs to try and split the middle. I like that catch there from Joe. Seen that a couple times tonight. It's actually something that we didn't see from Joe last season at all, where he's pulling back his dart if it doesn't feel comfortable. And it might interrupt the rhythm, but I do like the attempt to clean up the toss. Fred Krueger leaves himself the tee up tap room 170 takes. So are we going to see the tee up big fish? Joe Ricard looking for another trip 19 if he can find it. 96 found, 170. The tee up tap room 170 remains for Freddie. This would be a monster take. The first part's found. Second dart's in. Oh, Freddie's going fishing. No, he can't find the 170 take. That would have been a whopper if he was able to reel that in. Good bid there by Fred. Like the fact that he's going for it. Bernie in the chat says, hi, Marty. Bernie, my man. Hope that you and John had a great time this past Friday at the Luck of the Draw over at Tee Up Tap Room. Not sure if you guys won, but you guys have been playing great, and this man has been playing great too. 3-0 lead here. taking that opening set. Krueger now. 𝗙𝗏𝗀𝗍𝗍 Darts is the name in darts for Central Massachusetts and beyond. From dart sets and boards, accessories and apparel, to luck of the draws and events, 𝗙𝗏𝗀𝗍 Darts does it all to support the community they truly understand and love. Trusted by everyone, from players just starting out to state league champions, if you need to stock up on supplies or are just looking for a good time, look no further than 𝗙𝗏𝗀𝗍 Darts. Be sure to follow them on Facebook to stay up to date and tell them the WPL sent you.
Days End Tavern is Oxford's hometown sports bar, always serving up great times, great drinks, and great vibes. Always open for the biggest games. Come for the people, stay for the dart leagues, pool leagues, trivia nights, live music, and so much more going on every week. Come as friends, leave as family. How every hometown bar should be. Head on down to Days End Tavern in Oxford today. Since 2014, US Sports and Apparel has been helping teams, companies, and organizations look their best. Their catalog runs deep, including custom team uniforms, embroidered corporate wear, spirit wear, and promotional items. If you want it branded, they have the tools and the people to get the job done right. So if you're looking for unmatched quality, customer service, and quick turnaround time on your project, head down to Marlborough or give US Sports and Apparel a call. Again, if you're looking for gear that works as hard as you do, trust in US Sports and Apparel to get the job done right.
Just needs one more set here for the night win. 5 crucial points. Joe Ricard looking to recover, keep these darts straight. Freddie's just been a freight train, an absolute wagon of a man tonight, just blowing up the 20 segment. And here he goes again. I mean, this man is almost unstoppable. 2 in there. Are we going to see the 180? No, we are not going to see the 180 to open it up. 3-6-1. I mean, God, what a wagon that this man is on right now. Fred Krueger is just not missing. Got a feel for Joe. He's not throwing bad darts. I believe that's an 80 found. Might have been more, actually. Not sure. But Joe has not been throwing poorly, but Fred has just been throwing that one step above. Extra gear found at this level of play. I mean, 2 triples found again. Joe was pretty well in front. All of a sudden turn around and find himself well behind again. It's got to be demoralizing, but Joe, again, very headstrong, very steady. Only finding 85, but that's a big, big miss. Now Freddie with 2 triples can set himself up quite nicely going. Actually thought about going downstairs, but chose to stay. Now he'll go downstairs. 1-3-7, thinking about which way he wants to go. Maybe 17. I like the laugh from all the guys in the room. That's pretty funny. They're chit-chatting about something. And, well, all that waiting around just nets him the 3. So unlucky, the pause, but Fred's still out in front. Joe, not the benefactor of that first dart. Second dart is clean. Third dart, well, a little bit of a mystery right now. Doesn't want to let it go. Finds the release. Looks like he does find the 2 triple visits. So 1-4-4 now for Fred Krueger. He's already 1 set up. Tie game. This is the first leg of the second set. Won't go here, so can only set himself up. 80, so 64 left now. Going for 16s. Finds it to leave him 16. Wow. So you talk about pressure. Look at another shake of the head there from Joe Ricard. He can't believe it. This man can't catch a break to save his life. 90 remaining now. Trip 18 for double 18. Looks like he's just barely in there, the bottom part of the bed. And he goes high. He sails it, so a great effort. But man, oh man. Fred Krueger cleans it up. I mean, this is just ruthless aggression. Unbelievable. Fred is putting on a masterclass in scoring, in doubles. He's making the game look easy, in which this game is not. So very respectable performance. I would love to see the averages of this game, after this match has concluded. Again, Fred Krueger threw an 86.2 against Tom Curtin to get to the finals to face off against Joe. Joe able to pip that trip 19, losing a flight in the process. A little bit of confetti. A good visit. Fred just locking in on that trip 20.
Going high with the second one. Plenty of space, though. And again, so easily finds another buddy in that red part. Joe lining it up. Finds two. Might be awkward if he decides to force it through. Can't do it. 1, 2, 3 found. So a closer leg than we've seen so far in this match. Fred still has a slight advantage, though. Doesn't like the line. Going to be staying. He really doesn't like the line of that one. So going down to those 19s now. And he can't pip the 19 either. 3-3 found. So opportunity now for Joe. If he can find 100, 40, just get himself out in front. You feel like 2 trebles is needed, though. 100's not going to be safe. And, well, that's the worst third dart that you could possibly throw there. Awkward, uncomfortable position to be in if you're Joe. 230 now for Freddie. 210 now for Freddie, excuse me. Ooh, caught the flight there. So awkward. Choosing to stay on it. And, again, clashes into the flights. Might have been a better idea to go to those 18s, but he really wants the big fishy. 241 now for Joe Ricard. Not able to find it. Wants at least a ton to drop it down to 141. Can't do it. No out for Joe. Tee up tap room. 170. Here, fishy, fishy. Here, fishy, fishy. First part's found. Here, fishy, fishy. No! Second dart won't go. And, well, just like fishing, it can be a little boring. It can be a little aggravating, and sometimes the fish just don't bite. We've been seeing them in the water all night long, but they're not biting the hook for anybody. Krueger is going to be coming back to clean up this 48 as Joe's no way he can take out 181 and 3 darts. How many looks is Fred going to get? 2 darts at tops. How many is he going to need? Down to double 10. And he goes outside, just not by much. Enough to scare Joe into having to refocus back up. 121 needed. 101 now. Trip 17 finds it for a bullseye finish. Oh, can't find the double. Only finds the single. Double 10 now for Krueger. Looking to lock up this second leg. Needs to walk it down. Oh, wanted to chase it there. Not quite in. And I don't think that's in either. It's not. Scorekeeper says nay. Joe Ricard, 25, 9 found, double 8 needed. To pip a leg. Can't afford to miss. And he gets it. Joe Ricard stops the sweep. The broom has been put away from Freddie. And Joe Ricard has a little bit of life all of a sudden. But is he going to be able to keep this momentum going? Is Fred going to kick on another gear? What are we going to see from both of these guys as Joe is starting to come alive? 140 found. Fred looking to just do more of the same and stay consistent. He's going to be able to find that ton. No, he keeps the darts elevated. So Joe off to a rocket of a start. Needs to stop with these awkward left-right darts. Needs to find that line sooner. Does very well to correct down to that 85. So nice start here from Joe Ricard. Fred well behind, something that we haven't seen in this game so far. Needs another one to try and keep pace with Joe. Can only find the ton. So tap on the shoulder, but still fairly far behind. Joe can keep this pace, this pressure. Would want to stay there. There's enough of a line there for him to sneak in 2. Does find the 2. 136 remaining now for Joe Ricard. Krueger all the way back on 341. And a 180 here would change a lot of the dynamics of this leg. Going downstairs to the 19s. Not able to grab it, but the 139 covers a lot of ground. 116 remains now for Joe Ricard. 96 would love a triple 20. Can't get it. 60 is serviceable. But if out of nowhere, Fred is able to drop this down, a lot of questions will be asked on Joe. How good is your resolve? Finds the trip 19. Wants another one. I don't think he grabs it. 96 for 106. But still asks a question of Joe. How many are you going to need? It's only going to have one at a double. If he finds the 16 up to double 20. And he goes high. The question was asked by Krueger. Got the answer. Finds it. 6 or 10. Will most likely go 6. Up to double 20. Wow, what a take. 106 from Fred Krueger, stealing that leg away. Joe's just laughing in the background going, I had my shot. I can't believe it. No mercy from Fred as he looks to take this final, well, not final yet, but make this a final leg here if he can keep up this pace. Great start there from Fred. 98 to lead off the line. And Joe Ricard, again, played some great darts in that last leg. Really played some solid stuff. But this man is a tough man to shake off. I mean, he doesn't matter. Doesn't really think or dwell on the present. Just wants to hit his darts and get to where he's going and is looking to eyeball a 180 here. I think he finds it. Big maximum. So just like that, he's just focused on his game. The nightmare on Sutton Ave. I've heard that. Well, not before. I've heard the nightmare part, but not the Sutton Ave. Krueger is way too dreamy of a guy, though, to be the nightmare. That's why I got to think of a better nickname than that. Starts are certainly frightening and scary, though. 59 found there. 204 remains. Joe Ricard still within range. 261. Finds that first dart, so 201 remaining now. 181. Looking to stay there. Only finds a ton, so leaves the 161. 204 remains for Freddie. 140. 100. It's enough. Wants the lot, obviously. What can he negotiate with his barrels to get? Can't grab that trip 18, so 52 found. Both guys at low percentage shots. And it won't go for Joe Ricard, looking to just try and knock this down as quickly as possible. And that's just a poor, poor second dart. Out of character. And, well, at the worst time, those type of visits usually rear their ugly heads. And 22 punched in from Joe Ricard. It's not going to go either for Fred. But if he can find a triple here, that's a lot more pressure on Joe to deliver. Not able to get it done, but he's down underneath a ton. But still, 139. This is going to be tough. Well, yeah, the face says it all there from Joe. Just not sure where that dart was going. Not sure where that one was going either. Out to lunch, those two darts. Down to the 19s, 29 found. And Krueger, this is his wheelhouse. High out shots, 2 darts, 72 needed. 12, you feel. Not able to grab it, so going back to the 20s for 52. To leave 40. He's been merciless. He has been a nightmare on double 20s. So Joe is going to have to take this out if he wants to try and have a chance. 90 remains. And, well, that's about as close as you're going to get to a throwaway dart from Joe Ricard, as he knows that his night might just be wrapped up here if Fred can find this double 10. Going up to double 5, a little bit of faffage, and he locks it down. Fred Krueger, who has qualified for the Season 4 of WPL through the play-in, takes the opening week and secures himself a critical 5 points. The great chase for the championship belt. Congratulations, Fred. You have played magnificently. 90.2 average.
𝗙𝗢𝗧𝗘 Tap Room is the hub of darts in central Massachusetts. With close to 30 dartboards to play on and the biggest Friday luck of the draw around, you're guaranteed to see some friends or make some new ones every time you stop in. Additionally, 𝗙𝗢𝗧𝗘 Tap Room hosts many Worcester Dart League and Minuteman Dart League teams in all divisions, making it fun and inviting for a wide range of players and skill levels. If you're looking to develop your game, why not try and play in one of the many weekly leagues from cricket to long format 501? You're going to grow as a player and have fun doing it. So if you're serious about darts, stop by 𝗙𝗢𝗧𝗘 Tap Room as soon as you can. Say hi to Todd and Doreen and the rest of the staff. They'll be sure to take good care of you. 𝗙𝗢𝗧𝗘 Tap Room, 70 James Street in Worcester. See you there.